the referee's watch delivered the message to him. A good goal, and thank goodness for technology, Lee.
Oh yeah, my watch says 8:20, but I'll believe his watch. And at first thought, I didn't think he was over the line, but there we can clearly see, well, only just though.
They have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed.
Number 7.
And the referee has added on 2 minutes of stoppage time. Serie D.
The official has indicated there will be a minimum of 2 minutes of added time.
And scope for the cross. And that's it for tonight. Full time.
Well, welcome to the start of the European International Cup, the first group stage game of this pre-season tournament.
Yeah, and these tournaments, much more of a big deal these days, and the fans certainly play a bigger part.
And it's a shot now, out in front of goal. They've gone wide, chance to get the ball in the box. He can put them in front. He scored! Fantastic start. Really quick off the blocks here. And they've given themselves a terrific boost for what lies ahead. Well, attacking players always say, put the ball in the box and let me get on the end of it. And that's the way it's worked out for them here.
Yeah, I mean, there were crosses and crosses. I mean, this one was really accurate and put it on a plate for the goal scorer.
Good, strong tackle. Shots on here. It's hit the post and in for a goal. Well, we see it again, how close it was to maybe hitting the post and staying out. But luck was with him. In it goes, it counts.
Now, I think the goalkeeper thought he got his angles covered there, but he didn't look too pleased when it rebounded in.
Going forward well. Comes in with a tackle. Well, so far in this pre-season tournament, the teams actually working quite hard, aren't they? Sometimes you sort of feel this early stage of this tournament in Europe, you might get players just almost not walking pace, but you know what I mean, not nowhere near full throttle, but it's not been too bad, has it?
No, it hasn't. Pace has been decent. I mean, it's a much different scenario these days. You can travel all over the world for these pre-season tournaments that you wouldn't normally, or you certainly wouldn't have in my day, so you have to adjust to the different styles.
And he's presented the ball to the opposition. Good forward play from them. Short passes, but they're keeping the ball. Well, here he is, the new boss, and a chance to get his teeth into the job. A friendly, it's a good way to start.
Yeah, I mean, he's had his pre-season, he's got to know the squad and shape them into the kind of formation he wants. Let's see if it can have a positive effect here.
Oh, the wide man, he's through. Looking for teammates in the middle. Oh, that's good defending. He anticipated the direction of the pass and was able to intervene. And here's Cisse. Clear it here. It will be their throw. It's a good cross. Defended well. Neither side able to dwell on the ball for very long here. Poor attempt at a pass, really. And here's Cisse. Room now out on the wing. Got to be. He's had a real go. It's a decent effort, that, with plenty of sting in it.
Yeah, not far away. He really did fizz it, didn't he?
That's an easy cutout for the opposition, saw the pass coming. Wonderful interception. And there was danger, but he's cleared it. Incisive pass. Still really in the clear now. Gonna try his luck. It'll be a corner. Corner played into the middle. This with a chance to go into the lead now. That was a puff out your cheeks moment, and phew. And now the shot. Threw everything behind that shot, and frustrated that it wasn't quite on target.
Well, if he keeps getting in those kind of areas, I'm sure he'll score pretty soon.
Now a chance to get a bit of width into this attack. Good work, really, to read the intention of the pass. We've got 2 added minutes. That's been signalled now.
2 minutes of added time.
Well, everything to play for in the second. Start of the second half of this opening match in the group stage.
Well, it was entertaining.
Well, it was a foul, and he's given the free kick. Just working away to try and find an opening. Has to get it into the box. And shoots! Conceding the corner, now they've got to deal with it, the defenders. Decided that this time they're going to play the short corner. The shot's on! Oh, that's good defending. They're trying to dispossess him. That's going to be a free kick for the referee. A decision here, Alan, whether to book him or not. It's an or not.
Yeah, and you get some refs that flash the yellow cards after one foul early on in the match. But this ref being a bit more lenient.
Must take the lead here. Well, they have cleared the danger. It was a decent opportunity, I think. Well, they managed to dig themselves out of a pretty deep hole then. It was a great chance, I thought, but they're safe again. I think that's a good performance, isn't it, Alan, from him in the first half?
Yeah, he stepped up to the mark in that first half, just when his team needed him, just when they were searching for it.
Saw the goal and went for it. Good goal to take the lead here. He took a chance to get in there, and the ball just fell perfectly for him. Couldn't miss from there.
No, he couldn't. Point-blank effort, but you have got to be in the positions, haven't you, to miss them? The old saying goes true.
Off we go again, 2-1. Read the intentions of the opposition there to make the interception. On to the attack now. Oh, the wide man can show his skills here. Trying to thread a pass through, but not successful. And he bangs it away. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Bit of space for him. Now out on the wing. Cleared away, well away from goal. He's got his shot off now. Got to be. goes out of play here quite clearly. An attempted pass, but not a good one. The substitute coming on to try and repair the damage now. And 20 minutes to go.
Can the owner of the red sports car, that's a red sports
This could be the leveller.
That's an easy save for the keeper. Superb individual skill.
Oh, see you later.
And that's a turnover to the opposition.
Blocked off the pass there.
Baidani.
Steered through.
Oh, too early, offside. I think the manager's decided he wants to let the player have a great individual reception, which he wouldn't get at the final whistle. He's getting an ovation now as the substitution is made.
Yeah, and well deserved too. A strong contender for man of the match.
To be replaced by number 20, Lawson Death.
Counting down towards the end of the 90 minutes. 9 minutes left. Can find some space here on the flanks. So we'll restart with a throw-in. Well, that's the end of his game, and what a game he's had, and the crowd appreciate that. Excellent.
Well, he was so lively from the first whistle, really, and he was dictating the match for large parts. Well done, son.
Cisse tried to steer it in, but it's past the post.
Yeah, all the good players put those kind of misses out of their mind and come back again and do better next time.
Baidani. It's unlike him, really, to play the ball straight to the opposition. And the added time will amount to 3 minutes at least.
3 minutes of added time.
Could he really wrap it up now?
Bounce back off the post.
Well, what a chance that was to effectively seal this match. But you know what? The opposition, I think they've got a lift by the woodwork coming to the rescue.
And the referee.
keeper. That's the thing. My keeper is, how old is he? That's the question. 25. That kid is like 19. A few years from now, he would be the best. He's 18 only. So weird. Apparently ask for a loan, because we really need a loan to actually boost up the teams, right? Because that guy's like 25, and we really want him into 1 year deal. Not sure they want to keep waiting for the reset. Sure. Can we split like Inter? You have more money than us. Like, can we do this? Counter by a. Can you do like a 45 to 45? Because we can't pay all of that. I don't know. Should we get a new striker? Because he's pretty good. Okay, we have other people that we could have got. Javi Simmons, I was gonna get him, but okay, he's 66 overall and he's pretty young. So 66 overall and he's pretty young. And we can only get him on loan. No, we don't actually need him. Wait, he plays this part of the wing, so we might get him on loan just for the boys, dog. Just for the boys. Hey, we don't have that much money actually in the bank. Like, it's not that much. We don't have that much money in the bank. So these teams are gonna make us. Who's okay? Sorry. Okay, let me check chat. Oh, it's Tiongi. Left and Cam. Let's ask for a loan. Let's loan him. Oh. We are talking to Zinedine Zidane. 1 year contract. Zizou. Took it to Zizou, dog. We are broke. I'll pay you this much. That's it. Nah, guys, we can't pay all of his budget, dog. I swear. Zizou, don't do this to me. 50-50? Can go 55.
No ways.
What happened?
It worked.
Yes, sir. I think it's playing FIFA 18.
Alright, Luke, I'm coming back.
Wait, did he join the team already? No, he hasn't joined it.
Let me just go. Okay, I'll do it after one match. Go.
Sim this match too. I don't have time to actually do this, so I'm just gonna sim. Kick off.
Coach United.
I'm not gonna start from that dumps. He's just gonna coach United.
Hey, I'll get to the team when I get there.
Loaned in, let's go. Perez is loaned in. Yes, sir. Gotta get them loans. Gotta get them people loaned in already because we need a god squad right now. Oh, players, things have came in. Not the worst and not the best ratings. If he has 99, if this kid has 99 defense, I swear to God, I'm done. That's all I'm looking for. Kids who, first signing of the club. Basically, it's a loan, not a signing. So he's Charky. We have a keeper. Yeah. Wait. You see. It's he. 666 jumping, bad reactions. 18. Guess that's traditional. 18, lighter, shorter, but it's gonna be fine. Maybe still be fine. We still might have a decent goalkeeper on our hands. So I was looking for a right back, right bro. we can't do anything at the right back position. Like, there's nothing for us to do at the right back position. Loaned in, yes sir, got us loaned in. I'm done with this career mode. I'm so done. I'm gonna go coach Borussia Dortmund, my second favorite team. Let's go coach Borussia Dortmund. Time for Borussia Dortmund. Wait, let me put my keyboard in yellow. Quickly, yellow keyboard for the Borussia Dortmund colors. We are gonna be the team that is gonna win. Borussia Dortmund. Borussia Dortmund. I sound like a fudging crackhead, but it's OD. We OD. We OD. I sound like a crackhead, but we OD. I wanna coach team USA. Wait, I wanna coach team Netherlands, not USA. Team Netherlands. Hopefully the Netherlands coach come get me because I like to fly for get me. 4K would have missed me. See some money would have kissed me. Jet ski. Oh yeah. Holla at your mama. Okay, holla at your Ghana. Yes sir, yes sir. BVB 09, BVB 09. Moses. Moses. You can make fans of. They must follow schools in South Africa. They must follow them. Follow them, close the doors. Follow them young. Abati, follow them young. Yo, English is amazing, you know. First thing I have to do first train Felipe. Nah, I'm gonna train him because like I'm training Erling Haaland because he needs to be a his ball control is pretty bad, his dribbling is horrible, so we need to train him. Jadon Sancho too. His attacking and finishing is not the best, but when you get that Dima's literally the Dima's usually gonna play defensive, more of a defender than a midfielder. I'm gonna play more of a defender bender. School should voila. School must close. School must close. School must voila de miano. Not all. BVB, Askovitz. The BVB lineup. What the formation? Wide. I use narrow. I never use wide. Try maybe use narrow. Is the narrow? Is narrow? We hold the phone. With narrow. Yes sir. Gotta find the narrow. Gotta find the narrow, and it works perfectly. A striker, you gotta put the man in the myth, the legend. Erling Haaland. So bench, you're gonna play Kane. You're gonna have Hummels in the. Of course, you're gonna have Hummels in the defense. No, you're not gonna have Hummels in the defense. Right back. You can't forget Muller. Muller's a better player, so of course, you're gonna take Muller. Askell Witskel, sorry, Askell Witskel has to chow bench. Hazard's brother must come on. He's pretty good, has good potential. I'm putting him left back. This guy must play left back. Lineup is kind of looking nice. If we can put Philippe in here, lineup is kind of looking nice. Lineup looks fire. Put him like this. Lineup is looking decent. Marco Reus is leading the team. I want to simulate every single game. Underrated Wonder Kids. VD look is high as I can never sober. Shut up. So we're gonna go to Team Liverpool. There's someone that has great potential. So let's go to Liverpool. Yeah, I'm back. You back? Let's go to Liverpool. Let's go to Team Liverpool, and there's one player that I'm looking for who's the best potential. Where is that low boy? Wait, is he even in the squad anymore? On my bugging? Yes, sir. Shows great potential. Jones is so good. Potential wonder kids. You gotta use them wonder kids. You can't be using these old. I'm selling every single old player that I have on my team. Marco Reus, even you. Marco Reus is going also.
Because like I finna help in here.
Old players must go, dog. I'm bringing in kids of better potential than these old and coolus over the age. Dog, you gotta bring them young. You gotta bring them youngsters. You can't be bringing these coolies in the team. You must have those youngsters, the fit ones. You must have the. I don't have muscles, so I'm gonna try flex my muscles. Like, you feel me? Like, Erling Haaland's a monster. So the play, we have Jones. So we're gonna need, okay, how's the team gonna look? We're gonna need a young right back. We're gonna need. Oh yes, I know where to go. So if you wanna make a god team, go. You must search up FIFA docs and you can find like kids with the best potential. FIFA docs. Let me make the best transfers of my whole career. Must be like, whoa. Phil Foden, nah, gotta bring Phil Foden. Nah, cannot leave my favorite soccer player Phil Foden behind. Phil Foden can never be left behind. Now I'm speaking like I'm a Liverpool fan. Nah. Hey. Goodbye. No. Hey. Goodbye. Even him, he has such good potential. Even Eric Grot, well, I don't know how to say his name probably, has the best potential in FIFA ever. No. Hey. Can you know that song?
Nope.
They only sing, you see when a player leaves from the Premier League and like they retiring, they only sing that song. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. Alright, Chung is sleeping.
Nah, he's just offside good.
I'm not offside, that's what they saying. I'm not offside.
They sing na na na.
No, they saying not la la la. They say na na na, not la 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 la. What are you talking about, my G? Slow down.
Huh?
Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Hey, goodbye.
Okay.
Dog.
I'll do it after this match if that's okay. I said if that's okay. Pressing is two controllers. I spent double mute. Oh my. Open crush my game.
Yes, sir. All the old people are getting sold. Yes, sir. Gotta get the bang for the buck. Take him or leave him. Take him or leave him. That's what I'm doing. Take or leave. Get out of my office if you don't want him. Just get out right here. Get out right here. If you do not want him, get out right here. I'm talking like Chungi's friends. Get out right here. Get out right here for real, my friend. Who have Chelsea signed already? Ah. Go sleep, it's your bedtime. You guys are throwing. Keeper 27. Can we find a keeper under the age of 25 and that will be fine? She will be fine. If I can find a keeper with the good potential under the age of 25, then we're fine. Actually, my limit is 24, dog. My limit is 24, actually. Nah, nothing less than that. If you're older, if you're younger than that, I'm so happy for you. If you're a grandfather, I'm so sorry. You're not playing. 25 is just like, you literally, wait, hold on. What am I doing, dog? And I picked the player, man. I'm trying to pick keeper. Keeper? So I have these keepers. Why is it? Oh, fudge. I put the English team. I put a specific English team. That's why they gave me. Oh, the people that I actually want. Yes, sir. Yo, Jordan Pickford would be actually kind of moy. Jordan Pickford would actually be kind of moy. Maybe.
Oh, look at calling him Pickford.
He's moy and what? Let me see. He doesn't have potential. That's the thing. I want a player. I want a keeper with very good potential. Because the minute that it says good potential, you know, future star. Let me get Jordan Pickford and try.
Jordan Pickford.
Or I buy Kepa. Between Jordan Pickford or Kepa.
You have to buy keeper.
Kepa, not keeper. Kepa. I wanna buy keeper.
We don't know. Okay.
I do wanna buy a keeper for like a young keeper, but has that play. You
Harper Charky.
La 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 la. Eh. Can I actually find a keeper who's young with a decent? Okay, let me just scout it. Not since 2020 shows good potential. Okay.
Luke.
What?
You gay.
Okay. Come on, gotta put them players. So far, I'm gonna find youngsters. So let me keep the ones that I have. I'm gonna roll with them. What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb? It's a quarter mental free. Wait, Sancho? Nah, Sancho's not getting sold. And if it's not Man United, I'm not selling them. Because I know when I get my oh, Foden. My future. That's a joke. You, delegate alone. Ah! Phil. Yo, you have Zinchenko. Yo, I'm gonna butcher Zinchenko's name. You have Zinchenko. Do I get Zinchenko? Wow, that's a thing. It's more when you get Zinchenko. But he's young, and I can replace him with someone better. Like, yeah, Zinchenko's a really good player. Let me get Zinchenko. Actually, let me get Zinchenko. He shows good potential, and he already has traits, and that's good. Zinchenko, very cheap. Don't need to spend a bag on him like some other these keepers. Hey, Jordan. Jordan Pickford, it's your bedtime, I think. I'm not paying so much money for you. You think I'm bougie? Hey, you're throwing. Take it or leave it. Take it or get out of here. Oh, these kids are showing some good potential. Yes, sir. Footwork. Yo, gotta get that footwork. Gotta make sure these kids are amazing. Gotta make sure I bring out these wonder kids. Gotta train them all day, every single month of the year. Yes, PZH, whatever your name is. Let's delegate. I'm not gonna negotiate, I'm just gonna delegate. Take him or leave him. It's inside between you take this old Nkulu or you just leave him on the table. Like for me, my G. That other guy wants to play in my squad though. I don't care about you. This other keeper wants to play, dog. You can leave the team, I don't really care. I'm gonna play them all stars, the future stars of this team, the future. You feel me? The future. The Grand Prix in a few more minutes. Let me. Oh, I just logged out of my other account. Yo. Please tell me I can bring it back. I don't really care. Oh, 0-0. You can put that. Yes, sir. Come on. Can I please log in? Sign in. Yes, sir. Yo, I have to remember the code. Young Charky. char48@gmail.com. And Charky, yo, Philly boy, I want me out. Then I'm right. I'm never wrong. When have I ever been wrong? Yes, please do that. Why is it opening house party? DSTV premium. Yo, don't tell me I am not logged in because I will cry. Yo, it logged me out. Come on. Yo, please don't tell me I forgot my account details. Don't. Yes, sir. What's going on with you? Primarily, are you G? Are you? I think my guy is not OG, though he's D. Yo. Hey. Ooh, sign in already. Yeah, throwing. Sign in. Yeah, signed in. Hey, I have to verify myself that I'm not a robot. This is rubbish. I am a robot. Imagine I was you. I verified myself. This thing is not OD, dog. This thing sucks. Yes, sir. Ma veli. Over his price limit is Zinchenko. Accept the offer by Zinchenko. Delegate the offer with Zinchenko. You wanna pop a bag on Zinchenko because he's a great star. One of and is the best. F1. Yes, sir. The France. Dot Spain versus thing or what's the? I'm gonna watch Spain. This is the start of the Grand Prix. Watch Spain.
Potrà seguir para a próxima ronda. Mas vamos ver, ainda temos aqui 40 e...
I think this is the Mexican one. Raw match highlight. GG's.
As they head towards Seam Corner, it's a tailwind down into turn one. You've got to watch your braking, just like Sebastian Vettel needed to in 2018 when he hit Valtteri Bottas, spun the Mercedes round and picked up a penalty for his troubles. And what about Pierre Gasly and Esteban Ocon, two Frenchmen crashing out on the first lap of their home Grand Prix in that very same year. Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris are teammates now. They were battling for 7th place in 2019. Ricciardo managed to finish 7th but picked up 2 penalties and eventually was out of the points. The tyre compounds, we've talked a lot about tyres this weekend, slap bang in the middle of the Pirelli range. C2 is the hard, C3 the medium, C4 is the soft. The pressures have been raised after Baku, another 2 psi at the rear tyres. Pirelli just making sure that the tyres are structurally intact for this weekend. Here's the starting grid then. Max Verstappen, a 5th career pole for the 3rd time this season. It's a front row that features Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. Valtteri Bottas is 3rd on the grid. No one's ever won from 3rd here. Sergio Perez starts 4th for Red Bull. Then comes Carlos Sainz, the Ferrari in qualifying for the 2nd time this season, alongside Pierre Gasly, top 6 on the grid for the 5th time in 2021. Charles Leclerc will start 7th, alongside Lando Norris, still Q3 at every race this season. Fernando Alonso is 9th. Daniel Ricciardo is 10th. So it's McLaren, Alpine to complete the top 10 and top 11 with Esteban Ocon alongside Sebastian Vettel. Antonio Giovinazzi starts unlucky 13th for the first time in his Formula 1 career. He has George Russell for company ahead of Mick Schumacher, who got out of Q1 for the first time in Formula 1, and Nicholas Latifi, who missed out on Q2 by 0.02 of a second. Kimi Raikkonen starts 17th alongside Nikita Mazepin, who's 18th. Then it's Lance Stroll in 19th and Yuki Tsunoda, who starts from the pit lane after they changed the gearbox in his Alpha Tauri. So we are back then, and the home of Grand Prix racing in 1906 for the first Grand Prix. The grand prize, the Grand Prix, was 45,000 French francs. Today, there's no money on the table, Martin Brundle, but there's 25 points for a win, and 1 point for a fastest lap could be equally valuable to Verstappen or Hamilton.
Yes, today's going to inform us about the middle part of this season, really. Now we're away from the street circuit, something a little bit more traditional, and the teams have had to stop the floppy rear wings that fold away and give them a higher top speed down the long straight. Really pay attention to the tyre pressure rules, and very much so. Sheets and sheets of red writing, and they're going to be checked a lot more closely on that. So they've been closed in, they've been narrowed in on some of the tools they like to use to make their cars go faster. We're going to see, really, is it Max Verstappen and Red Bull truly with the upper hand at all kinds of circuits, or will Mercedes be back on the floor?
Question is, do I go across again for that? I think we should just concentrate on getting the best getaway, going straight.
that had to be for effect, didn't it? That question, you know, that's going to be broadcast.
Well, you'd have thought they'd have sorted that out a couple of hours ago.
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, that's the sort of question I would normally ask Lewis Hamilton. I think, what do you think you're going to do down in the first corner? But you certainly don't. If you're going to start turning quickly after you get out of your start box, you can possibly create traction and spin the rear wheels up. So, whatever you do for the first 200 metres, you really want to be in a straight line. So you need to decide quite, as you approach your pit box, which way you want your car pointing.
So the formation lap is underway then. Starting tyres for the top 10, medium yellow stripes. After that, from Esteban Ocon in 11th, down to Antonio Giovinazzi in 13th, it's the hard compound tyre. George Russell, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi have gone a bit more aggressive with the mediums in 14th, 15th and 16th, and it's hard tyres for Raikkonen, Mazepin and Stroll. Yuki Tsunoda starting from the pit lane on the mediums.
Officially it says there's a 10% chance of rain. I spoke to one of the team managers. He said the weather's all gone down the side of the circuit. We're expecting a dry race, and that particular team manager said he hoped for a really boring race. The pole position.
Yes, because they must have been a Red Bull then who had the fastest pit stop of the season, 1.93 seconds. They got the fastest 5 pit stops of the year so far, and 3 of them have been under 2 seconds. So Verstappen and Hamilton and Bottas and Perez, and intriguingly, Martin, in this great high-speed slugfest that is Verstappen versus Hamilton, both of their teammates are on hand on the second row to try and wade in with a few knockouts of their own.
And if it is a tyre management race, you'd put your money on Sergio Perez being pretty handy at that. We've got to look out for blistering of tyres, because if you do pump them up, and we've got pretty high pressures all around, higher rear pressures than front pressures there, indeed, at 21.5 PSI, 1.5 bar. It tends to balloon the tyre a little bit, so it puts more energy into the centre, and we will keep an eye out for blistering through these long corners.
And obviously the higher the track temperature, the more you can induce blistering as well. When the cars came out of the garages for their lap to the grid, the track temperature was about 30 degrees. It's now 37 degrees. Some of the cloud has moved away from the circuit. That 7-degree change is significant when it comes to the way these tyres perform in contact with the asphalt.
Well, we're often told just 2 or 3 degrees makes the difference between switching them on or not, the expression. So it's up to Max Verstappen to back the pack up. Doesn't want to sit on the grid any more than half a minute. Ticking over those behind them. So only 19 cars going to the grid. So Yuki Tsunoda with his new gearbox and his new floor in particular. We saw him back it into the barriers that we qualifying. He has to start from the pit lane because they didn't replace the floor with an identical part.
I had another little look at that Tsunoda incident last night. I can only describe that car as twerking as it went its way to the barriers. Such was the shuddering that was going on at the rear, and now he can come out into the sunshine, and it is sunshine here in Paul Ricard, and make his way down towards the end of the pit lane. 19 cars waiting on the grid. Yuki Tsunoda at the end of the pit lane. This is the last car to take its place on the grid, Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin.
Max Verstappen is slightly pointing right towards Lewis. It's a left-hander coming up. You want to be on the right-hand side of the track. Max is on the racing line down there, just about. It's kind of through the middle, actually, isn't it? But he's at least got an 8 metres head start over Hamilton.
Wins from pole there, 10 out of 16 previous races. Who's going to win today? It's lights out and away we go. Even start from the front two. Bottas gets away better than Perez, who's quickly caught by Carlos Sainz. Verstappen leading them then down towards turn 1 from Hamilton, from Bottas, who just has to back up a bit, and Verstappen goes off the track, and that gives the lead to Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton, Verstappen, Bottas, Perez. Sainz now looking to make a move on the Red Bull. Behind him comes Pierre Gasly, but Max Verstappen, what a poor turn 2 that was for him.
And looking up, and if you don't make the corner through turn 1, you're supposed to go through an escape road and through a zigzag chicane as well. If you don't go the correct side of the bar.
It cost Max Verstappen dear, as at the rear of the field, both Latifi and Russell battling away. The two Williams. Latifi has got ahead of his teammate already. Hamilton, who's done 105 of the last 106 laps here at Paul Ricard, is streaking ahead. Lando Norris and Esteban Ocon swapping places. Norris is 10th, Leclerc up into 7th, ahead of Fernando Alonso, as you can see on your screen.
And Max Verstappen gave the front wing a fair old whack as well on the curve, so it's allowed Hamilton to get away. And really, that was, and I'm surprised that Max locked up because he really wasn't under particular pressure going into the first corner.
Yeah, it certainly looked like he got a decent getaway. We'll see a replay in a moment as Fernando Alonso all over the rear of the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, trying to make a move past but having to settle down into 8th place. The stewards are saying no investigation necessary on that turn 2 incident where Max Verstappen went off the track. So no penalties coming, but his big penalty is that he will finish the first lap 1.5 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton.
Pile of oversteer, back end sliding for Lewis Hamilton. So what they're saying is he didn't go off in turn 1, therefore he wasn't obliged to go through the escape road. He went off in turn 2, so that is a lucky escape.
Here goes Fernando Alonso once again on Charles Leclerc. This could get a bit tasty. Leclerc just stays ahead of the wily old campaigner, and Daniel Ricciardo does go off at turn 1, does go onto the escape road. Lando Norris, sorry, and he's now behind Daniel Ricciardo. In 10th place, Ricciardo is 9th, so the two McLarens swapping places, and Ricciardo having to take to the escape road as Tsunoda's up to 17th.
Check my left rear, he says, because we saw him power sliding out of the last corner was Lewis Hamilton. So Max Verstappen lives for another day. That's a big save on not getting a penalty. We saw the McLaren there, didn't we, Lando Norris, doing what you're obliged to do down there.
And just looking, Esteban Ocon under pressure from Sebastian Vettel into the chicane. Late on the brakes, Sebastian Vettel. He's put his Aston Martin ahead of the Alpine, and he's making up places already from 12th on the grid. He's now running in 11th, and we are on board with the Frenchman Esteban Ocon towards Seat corner. Takes it flat, has to lift off a bit because there was just no room on the inside to get through and past Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah, that was a half-hearted move there. He was never going to get through there, so it would have been better lining up for a run a little bit later on in the lap.
So, Lewis Hamilton ahead of Max Verstappen, Bottas and Perez staying 3rd and 4th where they started this race. Sainz ahead of Gasly, and then comes Charles Leclerc and Fernando Alonso. Daniel Ricciardo and Lando Norris has dropped 2 places in the opening couple of laps here. Sebastian Vettel ahead of Esteban Ocon. Then comes Antonio Giovinazzi and his teammate Kimi Raikkonen, who's made places from 17th up to 14th. Lance Stroll's gone from 19th to 15th, and ahead of Nicholas Latifi, Yuki Tsunoda starting for the pit lane now ahead of George Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nikita Mazepin, all 20, still going here on lap 3.
As you can see, Max Verstappen doing the fastest lap, and they'll be furiously trying to recalculate on the Red Bull pit wall now. So Max stayed very straight, didn't he? And didn't really claim fully the way into the line into the corner. Had a moment, so did make turn 1. I can see why the stewards agreed that. So he actually had to counter steer into a slide, a back end slide, and that's what caught him out rather than out braking himself.
We've been talking, Nico Rosberg was saying in the build-up here, Martin, there's a very gusty wind blowing these cars all the way down this main straight. Has Max Verstappen been caught out by the wind, do you think?
It's just gone in a little bit hot, and the back, the rear tyre wouldn't accept it. Yeah, he didn't hit too many curbs with the right, with the right wing. It takes a, he so did well to not go through the bollard, and we see the front wing moving. So Max didn't really feel confident in claiming the full width of the cockpit. So he had to go in on an acute angle into the first corner. Gift there for Lewis Hamilton.
So nearly a Romanian Grand Prix in Imola. Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton tangling at turn 1. This time, as you rightly say, it was rather a gift for Lewis Hamilton. This is the start for Daniel Ricciardo. His teammate Lando Norris ahead of him. And Ricciardo on the long run down to turn 1. Oh, he says he's the last of the late breaker, and he was certainly later than his teammate on the brakes.
That's good, wasn't it? Nicely done there. And then another replay then of Fernando Alonso and Charles Leclerc, and that is where the McLaren had to go through the bollards and take the pain.
So, fastest lap for Max Verstappen as he now starts to claw back that 1.5 second advantage that Lewis Hamilton has in the early stages here at Paul Ricard. 53 laps to go. Here is Ted Kravitz.
Hello, Crofty. Hello, Martin, everybody. From the pit lane, and the McLaren drivers not making it easy for each other. Lando Norris having gone off, sort of complaining a little bit on the radio about Daniel Ricciardo, telling he's pushing me wide, not giving me enough space. So I think what's he said. But yeah, we see where they're holding their places at the moment. We'll see if they can progress from 9th and 10th. Ricciardo and Norris. A lot of drivers complaining about a lack of grip out there. I think they're surprised with that temperature rise that you were talking about, Crofty. It's really slippery out there, much more than when they went to the grid.
In the back of your screen, Martin was talking there, you might have seen Yuki Tsunoda into the chicane and a decent little tussle with Nicholas Latifi. Tsunoda down in 16th at the moment and just staying ahead of the Williams.
Yeah, from the pit lane, as you say, and Lance Stroll from the back row of the grid up to 15th already. They're dropping Sergio Perez in a bit of a hurry, aren't they? The top three. Yeah, so Sergio Perez already 5 seconds off the lead. Not a good phase of the Grand Prix for him. Second Red Bull, it is in the championship, isn't it?
We'll call it the other Red Bull.
Jamaican.
Schumacher and the other house getting a little bit close. Mazepin is behind his teammate. Good to start, and won't be wanting to see too much of that going on, especially coming off the back of Baku, where they almost tangled on the main straight.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of love lost between those two young guns, but I think Schumacher there really having to take the pain of turning left and going round the penalty bollard. You have to have areas like that on a track.
I love the Jamaican. He's really good. He actually just father's brother.
Along that Mistral straight from Pierre Gasly's out.
We actually trying to sell a voice.
Right behind him in the Ferrari. It was qualifying that Charles Leclerc was slightly disappointed.
Okay, who's younger? That's the thing.
Absolutely stoked once again to get into the top 6
for
the 5th time.
Our defense, basically our D.
Leclerc, highest driver in the championship without a podium this season. Know that he's very much a man that can score podiums and produce some magnificent races. So Gasly's got his hands full here.
I mean, we don't know how it all turns out. It's very early in the season, but it appears to be Hamilton versus Verstappen, doesn't it, for the championship at this stage. Than Perez is of Hamilton.
You would probably say yes, but only because history has taught us Bottas has played a very good second supporting role.
Yeah, Bottas almost in the DRS zone with that fastest lap. He's almost within the 1 second zone. There are 2 of them around here. Start getting his rear wing open, which is worth, if you get it down both straights, 7/10 of a second on the lap.
To race control, Paul DeResta, good afternoon.
Yeah, just a little update, Crofty. Listen on to radio. So Red Bull have been on to Max to say if you want some entry support, we can advise on the diff and tighten that up a little bit, and that'll just give you a bit more support. And that's obviously where he made that mistake into turn 1. You can see in the entry phase he lost it. So it's obviously track conditions related. They'll be coaching their way through it.
Yeah, if you tighten the diff up too much, it plows on basically, like you imagine a tank does. Otherwise, the nose goes in and the back end just can't live with it, which is what happened to Max. He had enough command and enough grip across the front axle, he simply couldn't. The back end couldn't stick with it.
Right, Hamilton feeding back about the tyres on his Mercedes, the medium compound, and at the moment he's definitely expecting to race. Enough to go with.
You guys wanna play prank? For real? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Gotta win it, right?
Obviously, we're expecting a one-stop race today, looking at the degradation.
He's 77 overall. Oof, or did he go for Thomas? Should go potential.
So as you're burning off your 110 kilograms of fuel, you can go faster and faster per lap because the tyres are not degrading.
And we're just seeing Daniel Ricciardo closing in on Fernando Alonso as well. But as you say, the fastest lap for Valtteri Bottas in DRS range now. But I know it's early stages, but we're beginning to see once again that Mercedes on a track like this, in Barcelona as well, have a better race car than Red Bull had a qualifying car. Is that the difference?
It could be, and I can't back this up with absolute absolute data, but I strongly suspect that having to tidy up the rear wings and control tyre pressure more closely will hurt Red Bull more than Mercedes.
Daniel Ricciardo would like to be a couple of tenths closer to that Alpine in front. Normally, if you're about 1.6 seconds a lap faster, you can make an overtake here at the Paul Ricard circuit. He just hit.
Alpine's been going well this weekend until it mattered in quali.
Inheriting Lewis Hamilton's chassis that he's used for the first 6 races of this season, a planned swap by Mercedes. Hamilton going back to the chassis that was being used by Valtteri Bottas in the Drivers' Championship. As it stands at the moment, Hamilton will be 3 points clear of Verstappen when they leave Paul Ricard and head to the hills and the mountains of Austria in a few days' time. Sergio Perez, 3rd place in the championship, 4th place in this race at the moment. And we look back to see more DRS action. Here's Daniel Ricciardo closing in on Fernando Alonso once again, certainly pulling away from his teammate Lando Norris, who's running in the final points position.
I'm completely over Mercedes-Benz chassis numbers at this stage of the weekend.
What, over as in across it as full knowledge, or don't care?
Just over it. I don't care what their chassis numbers are. They both look that they're going rather well at the moment.
McTominay! Yes, sir. Gotta get the McTominay. London McTominay. There we go.
Daniel Ricciardo really feeling that if he could get into clear air, he would be faster than Fernando Alonso. Ricciardo's been told by his engineer Tom Stallard that Alonso is struggling with tyres, complaining about his tyres going off already on the Alpine. But Ricciardo just can't seem to get past him at the moment. But you mentioned Checo Perez, Crofty, a while ago. He's just in some clear air, isn't he? He's dropped well behind Valtteri Bottas.
2 seconds, Ted. That's Lewis Hamilton reporting in.
Yeah, so he's dropped well behind Perez. He's dropped well behind Bottas now, and is actually being closed off by Sainz by a small amount. Although Sainz himself is in that heading that sort of Gasly, Leclerc, Alonso train.
The upside is that Perez in clean air. Nice, he's going to control his brake temperatures better, control the tyre temperatures better, but he's not going to play much of a supporting role when he's currently 7 and a bit seconds behind the leader.
Yeah, he's just starting to home in on a reasonable race pace, so he matched Verstappen and beat Bottas on that last lap, so maybe he's just playing a slightly longer game, but yeah, he's in for a very lonely afternoon unless he can find some pace. It's Sergio Perez, but 3 seconds covers the top 3.
Daniel Ricciardo just moved out of the slipstream of the Alpine of Fernando Alonso just to get a bit of cooler air, I think, running through his brakes. And he might be a little bit closer on this lap by the time they start on the Mistral straight to make an overtake at the chicane.
And Bottas being told, and I suspect others too, use more front tyre than rear. In other words, don't get trigger happy on the throttle coming out of some of the corners, and take more speed in and be more patient on the way out.
Right, let's see what Ricciardo does now. She's going to get DRS once again, around about 12 to 16 kilometres an hour. Extra pace difference. He'd probably like about 60 kilometres an hour extra pace difference because he's a bit further back than he was on the previous lap to Fernando Alonso. How much longer can Ricciardo keep running this close to the car in front before his temperatures start to go through the roof as well? Hamilton with a 1.6 second advantage out in front. Bottas has now moved back from the DRS range on Max Verstappen for the time being. Sergio Perez 4.5 seconds back on Valtteri Bottas, and then the gap down to Carlos Sainz, Gasly, Charles Leclerc, and this battle that we've been focusing on for a while, Alonso and Ricciardo. So much race experience. Fernando Alonso and his 318th Grand Prix. Daniel Ricciardo now driving for McLaren in his 195th Formula One Grand Prix. We'll put in a decent battle. Go through your screen once again, and we can see that Carlos Sainz in the Ferrari has pressure from Pierre Gasly, DRS behind him.
Thank goodness when you're driving around it, you can't see all of those stripes as much. They definitely make my eyes go straight. It doesn't actually make me feel too well, but the high shots where you see so many stripes. What can you tell us at race control, Paul?
Lewis apparently reporting green on the front because Bottas has just been told by his engineer that's what to expect, and Bottas said it's not affecting me yet. So maybe a bit more tyre wear on the Mercedes are concerned, and that's something they suffered with in Monaco in the late stages of the first one.
Yeah, very much so. Unlike Monaco, a little easier to pass here at Paul Ricard. We're at 109 miles in a different world away, aren't we, from the Principality. You saw there Lance Stroll getting past Kimi Raikkonen. He's moved up from 19th now to 14th, and we're on board with Hamilton.
We are down into Lobos and we can see on his left front. I've only ever known this track as a front tyre killer, but then three cars off the front axle, but graining is ripping of the surface of the tyre. And the more it grains, the more the tyre flies, and the more it grains, and just as patient as you could work through it, you can feel the discoloration on the left front there of Lewis's tyre. You can, sitting in the cockpit, can't see a whole lot out of it, no, but you can see the top of his tyres. Just a thought. We obviously have rather laid down this weekend so far. Pleased to report you raining on the front.
Rain this morning, Martin, would have washed the track slightly cleaner. So is the degradation that we're seeing at the moment, the graining that we're seeing at the moment, more because of that rainstorm, I think?
Yes, because we also had a Formula 3 race in the rain with wet tyres. It just clean up the surface of the Formula 1 cars have been laying rubber down all through the three practices and qualifying. So there's no doubt about it. It changes the dynamic of the track, as does the direction velocity. But it does seem as if Sergio Perez has kind of joined the party points-wise. So he's stabilised there in fourth. He's just about midway.
Just about midway. Here we go once again. Daniel Ricciardo is going to go for it, isn't he? Or Fernando Alonso down the inside of the chicane. Can he put that McLaren in front? That was very unlikely. 5 laps coming. So we've seen it coming. As long as he possibly can. Through steam we go now. Lando Norris is right up on Fernando Alonso. Lando Norris is going to come down the inside. And Lafose, nice opportunist move from Lando Norris as 2 McLarens to 1.
Struggling there for a few points, wasn't it? Daniel came out of turn 9 rather, and hugged the left-hand side. He's like, you're not getting any slipstream off me if you're going to be there. And it hurt Fernando Alonso a lot, and I think he's struggling. If you look at his front tyres as well, he's struggling a lot for grip.
He's going to get passed by Sebastian Vettel at the moment as well, because I would imagine Sebastian Vettel's going to get DRS. Yes, he is. Although Fernando Alonso has got DRS himself down this main straight, because Lando Norris is that far ahead of him. But Vettel's getting very keen now on Fernando Alonso. The man, of course, he replaced Ferrari drivers now driving Aston Martin. We can see the Ricardo
Pure Ricardo, isn't it? Kept his head, right about brake pressure, and seized the base. I don't know what was happening then with, that goes a long way behind there.
Some are Corey's for the same price.
So close up behind the McLaren, and then just yielded. But I don't think he wasn't able to pull the car across the other side of the track. I think he was so close in the slipstream of the first McLaren that he had to get out to the throttle in the middle of senior corner turn 10.
The initial part of that, Lando Norris had DRS, that helped him stay in touch with his teammates and Fernando Alonso ahead. He was in the right place at the right time.
Paul telling me it's got control. Lewis is struggling with his left rear tyre as well. There's not many left now, are they? His right rear. The rest of them don't seem together happy.
The thing is, he might be struggling, but on the last lap, he was about 0.3 of a second faster than Max Verstappen. They just crossed the line again now, and the gap is 2 seconds. 1/10 of a second. Verstappen's advantage on lap 12. Valtteri Bottas has just lost touch on the previous lap. His graining issues are getting slightly worse as well. But if they are forced to come in the next 4 or 5 laps, that is going to be a lot earlier than was originally expected.
Yes, the Mercedes group been told minus 2 laps of what was expected in this first stint. So they're going to have to get a bit early didn't want to put the hard tyres on. They've all got a new set of hard tyres available. So it all does look really matter.
Yeah, looking at the state of Sebastian Vettel's hard tyres, they're looking fairly decent shape at the moment, and Vettel will be making his way shortly onto the back straight behind Fernando Alonso. Meanwhile, up ahead, the 2 McLarens are starting to chase after the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc and the AlphaTauri of Pierre Gasly as well. We can see Sebastian Vettel's progress on that Mistral straight as he gets closer and closer and closer to Fernando Alonso, and Championship. 92 points going into this race. Ferrari on 94 points. We're just seeing a replay now of Valtteri Bottas locking up and taking to the escape road. Just curved, slow his Mercedes down at turn 3 the way he wanted.
Shouldn't he have gone high left like Nick Schumacher?
You could argue, yes, as Stroll takes Joe Manazzi to 13. Could this be a two-stop race after all?
Certainly I've seen some mechanics starting to prepare some wheel guns, just checking all the airlines and just seeing that everything's okay. I would expect Fernando Alonso to be the first to pit. We'll see whether that is a two-stop. It's such a high pit loss around here. There's 25 seconds for the highest of the year. That's why they don't really want to do a two-stop if they can possibly avoid it. Actually, they only want to do that stop if there's a safety car or a virtual safety car, but no chance of that yet. But Alonso might be the first one to pit. What's going to be that by
It's been good progress from both Astons. You know, he said Russell has got past the TV and more closer to the front than it avoids at the moment. Daniel Ricciardo has got past Charles Leclerc. It was only going to be it was a click of a fingers and he was all over the Ferrari.
Yeah, you have to say that the McLaren are looking as kind on their tyres as anything out there. Lando Norris shaping up for a run at Charles Leclerc.
Feeling that Lando Norris, well, as they say, would make it quite easily. Ferrari have decided that they don't want to be out there anymore on this set of tyres. Leclerc is going to be the first driver to pit.
Said, that's what the wheel on the tyres. Lando Norris' front left, the inner shoulder about, were absolutely rooted.
Daniel Ricciardo on the last lap with his personal best lap time so far. Charles Leclerc goes on to the hard front mount tyre. No real surprises there. The choice is to get the hard tyre on. Leclerc comes out behind the two Williams of Russell and Latifi. 60 kilometres an hour. And down the pit lane, it's a reduced speed for this weekend because of the tight entrance into this pit lane. As we
These guys could hold me at one way pace or lean for one or two because they'd be one of those teams. Ever since the other team was they were lonely.
He struggled somewhat to adapt to the unique nature of that McLaren car, but he has spent a short time working with the engineers. It looks to be
Pass. Short pass. The other team is just so good. Look. How did we draw? Very soon. How did you guys do? Because we have to reach our please diesels. Next season I'm getting zoom up. No, it's not gonna get Zuma. It's hard. Aber der Zuma. My game. Playtime. You need somebody? Oh, my God. Bad. Oh. I just think people leveled up, I think, twice already. And we're just like, we have an impact. When you come here, you know you're gonna play proud football, you play the best football of your career. Game after game, we have another game later. With this game, we win every time. We have Jadon Sancho, Erling Haaland, and all these big goals. Play this team again, even Kimmich. Like, I'm gonna be the manager of the month. Like, no fucking ways. And it does do that. Leading Champions League. Oh my God, we've been putting on the best performance of our careers. Like, look, everybody's potential is not gonna go higher. Jadon Sancho is gonna be the best right winger. I need to change speed, agility, passing needs to change by Jadon. I need to change passing by Jadon Sancho. This is a winger. I need to get them assists in. You feel me? Look, I guess I couldn't sell you, but you could have said yes to it. Holla, Kimmich 2 goals. Like, what? Whatever they done to the team is just making them too good, dog. I think we have another match coming up. Dog, how's my team looking? It's like match after match after match. I think we're gonna start getting a break. Yeah! Kimmich. Yes sir, baby dominant is where 70s hip injury, not the worst, not the best. He's short passing, short power, so you get blasted. So you get top goal scorer in the league. We are nowhere to be found because all our players is full goals. Never just one player scores a goal. It is everybody, not one person. You have to train our players. Hey, Riley, come on, Riley. Come on, you gotta train Riley. His ball control is amazing.
He had a 2.6-second advantage over Valtteri Bottas. This needs to be a great start.
Okay, so 5 fastest pit stops of the season so far for the Red Bull team. They need another very good pit stop here because Verstappen's a bit vulnerable. It's not sub 2 seconds, but he was a couple of tenths quicker in terms of his stationary time than Valtteri Bottas. And Valtteri Bottas now making his way round the final corner. So Hamilton has to now get his foot down to watch out for the undercut from Max Verstappen. But look how that gap has closed between Verstappen and Bottas by Bottas pitting first.
So Lewis then had a decent advantage, didn't he? So he won't be under pressure. But again, any kind of delay on Hamilton's pit stop. Esteban Ocon finally gets to pit with Lando Alonso. Pit stop should say in the so Hamilton hasn't pitted yet. Perez hasn't pitted yet. We also haven't seen Vettel,
Doing this man, but he really is out of him. It's really good. But the best lineup is no, this is Jadon Sancho's best friend. Riley. I think it's Riley.
we saw the rear wheel spinning there of the Alpine. That's because Ocon dropped the clutch before the rear tyres with the rear jack had been released.
Looks like he's entering a multi-speed car park. Hamilton forgot Verstappen making his way around the turn as well. Very neat change there. From the Mercedes through. Verstappen's now through turn 17. That's Sergio Perez, you can see down the main straight going into the lead of this French Grand Prix. We're on lap 20. Hamilton making his way to the end of the pit lane. Verstappen and Bottas now making their way down the main straight.
Your all-round player could be just a star player, and if he loses, boys, this is the best team. Actually, this is the best team because we've been putting up these points that no one else been putting up. Like, literally, like, we're the best German team. I don't care about what they say. We win by penalties because that's how we are. And no, with McTominay. Oh, McTominay is injured. McTominay is injured. McTominay, 8 weeks. McTominay's out. Peru, I don't really care. Then we have a Champions League match in a few days from now, so, like, it's like... Hakovic doesn't have to start for us. Erling Haaland scores just to get us on the top of the table. We have a Champions League spot if he loses, we draw with some other teams. Interceptions and everything is getting better. Jadon says, ooh! 2 times ace. Yep. I'm not the best. I'm not gonna get the best rating. I'm gonna go slow, then just gonna paste up. Come on! Come on!
Well, the main story here is we are going to see in action the top scorer in the league. And it's live. Welcome to you all. I'm Martin Tyler. Alan Smith is with me. As always, we'll try not to make any slips in the commentary, but there might be some slips out on the pitch, Alan, in these wet conditions.
Yeah, and I don't think it's going to stop during the course of the match, so I don't think it's going to affect the game in any way in terms of calling it off, but it might get very wet for the players.
Our match today, Freiburg, and they are up against Borussia Dortmund. Freiburg, a check on their starters for you. So, Alan, 4-4-2?
Yeah, I think it looks that way, Martin. Yes, it's the conventional shape. It's the one that the manager prefers.
This is the Borussia Dortmund lineup. Mats Hummel starts, he's fit again. Mahmoud Dahoud starts, looking to recover his form. And at the point of attack, just one lone striker. Good vision. Brilliant pass, can he finish it? Change of direction, infield. They have to do better than that to beat Pickford. When we look at Borussia Dortmund, we try to pick a player who could be the main influence today. Maybe we'll go for this fella, Alan.
What form he's showing in front of goal. Top scorer in the league with 18.
Not rushing it here. Moving from one side to the other. He's had a go here. Shots on here. They've got a corner now. Corner played into the middle. And they get it away. Good challenge here. Pedersen. Joshua Kimmich. Hakimi. Hummels. Couldn't keep it. Pedersen. Sace. Well, that's over the top of the defender, and one to chase. Gonna try one now. Up for grabs here. Great ball. Just the keeper to beat. Sancho. He can lay it off to the supporting player. You always feel, Alan, that European football is very important to Dortmund. They've got the annual challenge to try and beat Bayern domestically, but if they can make an imprint in Europe, it just enhances the status of the club.
Definitely. I mean, they're
crafting the through pass. He's overhit the pass. It's a shame, good idea. Referee has pointed to the spot.
Whoa, that might change the complexion of this match.
Well, that's a dark moment for the offender. What a chance for the opposition. And he's kept the penalty out.
Well, he wasn't going to be outwitted there, was he? He kept his eye on the ball and he guessed right.
Achraf Hakimi. Joshua Kimmich. Just where we were interrupted there, Alan, talking about Dortmund, their annual chase, of course, of Bayern domestically, but they've really made an impact in Europe, and it's important that they continue to do so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a working-class area that's supported by fanatical crowds, and it certainly helps the players.
Torgan Hazard. It's a very good interception. Come away with the ball cleanly. Great tackle. That's an easy cutout for the opposition. Saw the pass coming. I think any football fan will say when the rain comes down like it's coming down now, it's going to add to the thrills, a few spills possibly.
Well, it normally does, doesn't it? And I always used to like it because it quite often meant you got a few more chances in the box with the bounce of the ball and what have you.
You can't put them in front. That did look like a real opening, but they've dealt with it. Trying to thread a pass through, but not successful. Got to pass the ball a bit better than this if they're going to make progress, giving it straight away. Made the tackle. Can find some space here on the flanks. Now this is an interesting attack. Torgan Hazard. And here's the shot. Fantastic save. And that will be a corner. The referee has given a corner here. A great chance to go in front. Cleared away by the defender.
Oh, the fans know full well they're lucky not to be behind here. They can't keep conceding chances like that.
Dortmund can use the width here. Trying to run off the shoulder of the last player, offside.
That is a weakness in his game. Gets caught offside too many times.
Added time coming up. There will be 2 minutes of it. Patience is the name of the game at the moment. Goalkeeper goes down and comes away with the ball. Well, that is half-time. Well, this rain is unrelenting, and I just wonder whether we're going to finish the match as we start the second half. Torgan Hazard. With great vision here. Super goalkeeping. Oh, they thought they were in, but the flag has gone up. On the move and able to cut out the pass. There's some potential in this move. Sace. Looking to use the full width of the pitch in this attack. Chance to put it in the box from here. But poor play at the end of a promising move. Well, the word average comes to mind about his first half. What do you think, Alan?
He's been a shadow of his normal self out there. So unlike him, and hasn't had a chance hardly.
And the referee blows his whistle. The flag was up for offside. Joshua Kimmich. And coming up for you on EA Sports, the next Bundesliga fixture for the home side. Torgan Hazard. Gonna try his luck. That will be a corner. Corner played into the middle. Goal, first one, and it's Dortmund have got it.
Oh, didn't they work the space well?
The goal then for Borussia Dortmund.
They've scored plenty of set pieces this season, and that one was right up there.
Let's have another peek at that goal.
He's not the easiest of managers to work for, I know that, but these players are doing what he demanded beforehand now.
time for the defender to clear the cross. Philip. Putting some passes together here, dangerously, Borussia Dortmund. Reckless going in like a real opening for him. Well, that could be the insurance goal here.
That little bit of daylight that they were after.
Came close to goalkeeper, actually did get a touch on it, but I think it was a pretty good effort to do that much. Well beaten, really.
Yeah, I don't think you can blame the keeper, Martin. He's looking at his defenders. Why was the lad given so much space?
Just widen the margin here to 2-0.
Oh, they gave it straight to him, didn't they?
And 20 minutes to go. Moving forward with some danger to the opposition now they're here. That's his game, isn't it? Intercepting. Couldn't keep hold of the ball. Dahoud probing the pass. Delivery to the far post. Quick reaction time here from the goalkeeper. That's the keeper's ball from the moment the cross left his foot. And they get it away. And they've got a man out wide. The keeper might be needed again. He didn't hang on to the ball. We've got 10 minutes left on the clock. Sace gets his foot in there. Sancho. Opportunity in a wider area. Good play, but they've lost the ball now, and the opposition can get at them. Dortmund closing in on victory. It'll be much appreciated. It'll be a narrow one.
Well, they'll certainly know they've been in the game at the end of this.
Gonna tie his lock. Coming up now, a corner. The ball's just deflected behind for that. It is going to be a change here, and it looks like a strategic one. Corner swung in. Oh, that is a moment really to look back on with horror, because they're not going to have many more chances to cut back this deficit.
Yeah, what a chance. I mean, listen, it's late on. It might not have made a difference, but it would have given them a squeak of a chance, that.
Axel Witsel. And the pass not completed, really. Guided through. Room for the cross. Gets his cross in. Very sharp. Reaction save from close in. And it's a corner now. And in it goes. All peters out, rather, for them. Making sure there's no turnover. Trying to slip it through. In on the goalkeeper. Well, the flag's up. He's frustrated because he is caught offside. Maybe he made his run a bit too soon. And the referee has ended it here. That's often the case, isn't it? The extra man doesn't lead to extra success. And the team, with the full complement, have actually lost this game.
Yeah, the winning team might suffer with a few suspensions in the coming games, but they won't mind about that tonight.
What a brilliant performance from this fella.
No wonder he's looking pleased. He could do no wrong out there.